And here comes the press charabanc, newsreel cameramen, reporters, still photographers, having their shot of the motorcade. They are in fact part of the ceremony. And here comes a ticker tape. This looks more like Wall Street. This is something so typical of presidential parades in the United States, but, well, we're not too used to presidential parades of foreign presidents in this country, but it's certainly unusual to see this ticker tape aspect of such a parade. The police traffic car, the photo shot with the cine and still photographers, and then the lead car with Secret Service men from the United States and Irish Special Branch detectives, and then the military motorcycle escort, the front section of it. And the crowd just getting into full voice now, and as the presidential car comes right up almost alongside us with President Kennedy acknowledging the cheers, we leave the crowd to speak for themselves. And away goes the motorcade over O'Connell's Bridge. And did you notice how the strained and determined look that so often on the face of President Kennedy seems to have eased to that broad Kennedy smile as he so generously acknowledged the welcome that so generously was given to him. And away they go up through Westmoreland Street, this long cavalcade of cars. The number 2 car from Taoiseach, and USA Brigadier General McHugh is there, and Mr. Sorensen of the United States State Department. But let's face it, we know there are dignitaries in all the cars, but let's face the fact, the car that everybody wants to see, the man that everybody wants to see on this evening is in that car just behind the motorcycle escort, the car with the President of the United States. And now they turn round in front of the Trinity College and towards College Green. Now, usually in Ireland, we drive on the left-hand side of the road, and I don't know whether it's in deference to the President or not, but this procession seems to be going up Dame Street on the right-hand side of the road, because in the United States, they drive what we would call on the wrong side of the road. Usually the traffic would swing way over towards the right here and come up right where these people are standing, but instead it is over in front of the Bank of Ireland. And here comes the motorcade into College Green and towards Dame Street. And now over to Grattan Bridge again, and we see that the truck with the cine photographers and the still photographers has passed over, and the motorcycle escort coming out now. And crowds perched precariously there on the edge of the bridge as the motorcycle escort swings along the North Quay. The whole pace of the motorcade has slowed down, as you can see, and it's pretty obvious why there was such a delay in the drive from the airport to O'Connell Street, because this reception, we understand, has been the story all the way through, all the way from the time he left the airport right up to this very moment. And some of the people there, there's one lad just behind, in fact he's going to pass out the president's car. If he can keep this up, he's going to be in the park before the president. President Kennedy has now decided that he will take his seat in the car, and I think that the pace may well be quickened at this stage, but I wonder how long he's going to stay sitting. Yes, he's sitting back now to have a chat with President De Valera. Colonel Brennan, the President De Valera's aide in front, and up he comes again, obviously moved by the reception that he's getting. And as we look through the tree-lined quays there, right over on this North Quay Drive, we can see the president nearing the destination that it is tonight, the destination of the Phoenix Park. But they still have a long, picturesque drive up through the trees along quayside. Over on the far side, the crowd broken through again. Now they're heading up to pass by St. Michan's Church, where I understand that President Kennedy was a visitor during one of his previous visits to this country. so away they go up along the North Quay. And as they go, somehow the crowd doesn't seem to diminish.